Hi, Arul. Good morning.
Hey Bhaskar, Arul is not yet joined.
Oh, okay.
Hey Ravi, good morning.
Hi Bhaskar, hi Prashant, hi Ravi, good morning.
Hi,
Hi
Arul.
Ravi.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Arul. Very good morning.
Let's wait for a few more people to join.
Arul, Prashant bought new car.
Congrats Prashant, super.
Thank you.
Yeah, what variant, like which model?
I took Berino. Berino.
Baleno, yeah, Baleno is too good Prashant. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Maruti is always good, right? So you can buy spares anywhere.
yeah. So
Yeah,
mileage purpose only I took the Berlin.
yeah, that is too good actually. Yeah. Yeah, let's wait for a few more minutes, like 1 or 2 minutes, otherwise we will start the session. Okay. Anyway, it's getting recorded, right? Yeah, people can pick up like they are joining late. Let me share my screen. Okay. So in today's class, yeah, on yesterday's class, we were discussing about generative AI and LLM, right? Yeah. Sorry guys, I just made that video as public. Other than that, the remaining videos I just made private so that yeah, I thought like, okay, that will be helpful for people to understand and they can enroll in the courses like this. I thought of like that. Okay. I just made it like that. And then, yeah, just only that video alone. And the remaining videos, whatever we are recording right now, these things will not be in public. This will be in unlisted as like our separate playlist. Okay. So in day 11, yesterday we have covered about text generation tools. Like these and all are part of this natural language processing. Okay. Natural language processing means what? Like yeah, it will generate a response. It will simulate a response as like a human. Like, okay, so for that we have given an introduction on what is transformer and what is a large language model, right? And then how the text generation functionality works, right? Yeah, these kind of things and all are possible with these text generation tools. Okay, and then we have something called in ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. Okay, and in ChatGPT, if we see, as I told you earlier, have you created these accounts like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude?
Yes, Arul.
Okay, ChatGPT, you need to open like chatgpt.com. Okay, here this is ChatGPT, right? And then you can open Gemini like gemini.google.com or else aistudio.google.com. Okay, there are two ways to open Gemini. If you go with gemini.google.com, what happens is it will give you like it will give you an interface like this, right? But it won't allow you to use this Gemini 1.5 Pro model. Why? Because like that's a paid model like this. Okay, if you click on this try Gemini Advanced, see it is saying that I need to pay 1950 rupees per month to access this 1.5 Pro model, right? Instead of paying that, don't do that. What we can do is we can go to aistudio.google.com instead of going to gemini.google.com. Okay, if we go like this, Okay, here we can access this 1.5 Pro model for free. Okay, so this is how we can access these models for free. And then same way we have something called Claude. Okay, why I am going to these three things is like these three things are like language models, right? So it can generate me whatever questions I was asking. Okay, so if I am asking ChatGPT a meaningful question, so it will help me with a meaningful answer, right? So how that is happening? That's happening because of the transformers which are behind this model. And this model belongs to an LLM called GPT-4o, right? GPT-4o, GPT-4 mini, yesterday we saw, right? So those things and all are the models, that is the large language models, which is powering this ChatGPT. Same way, Gemini 1.5 Pro is the model which is powering this Google AI Studio or this Gemini. This Gemini is like Gemini Flash, one model is there. So that in that model only, I think it is running. Okay, same way Claude is having a model called Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So this is running on top of this Claude 3.5 Sonnet model. Okay, so these are all popular AI tools. The same way you have something called Perplexity also. Perplexity AI. Okay, if you go to this Perplexity, this is also one such kind of research tool only. Okay, you want to sign in, just sign in. Okay, why I am asking you to do that? Like you can get familiarized with with yourself, like how these tools are working. Okay, ChatGPT works in a fashion of creating something like that. So now we will try a same prompt in different applications. So the thing is that it won't know the current affairs. Like in that sense, like today or yesterday if something happened, those things and all ChatGPT won't know because this was not trained on that way. So now they have an agentic behavior in the sense they can run some tools to check the online information, but that is not getting that was not getting trained previously, right? Trained in the sense what like yesterday we have something called this word dictionary, right? So in that word dictionary, we have give some three sentences. Out of the three sentences, it splits the text and it tokenizes that, and those tokens got stored in that word dictionary, right? So the same way model works, right? The same way that three sentences we gave, right? Likewise, there are some world data. World data in the sense there might be n number of data in the internet, right? So the people whoever working on that machine learning or data engineering part, they will classify which data they want. And with that particular data only, they will be training these models. Okay. Once they train these models, then only like these and all are proprietary models, what we are talking about, like this ChatGPT or Gemini 1.5 Pro, right? And Claude, this Sonnet and this Perplexity. So these things and all are not openly available. These are available as a proprietary model. Okay. So in this proprietary model means like these models are only available within their own premises. Okay, we cannot download and use it in our local system. We cannot do it in our physical infrastructure. Okay. So this is how all these tools are working. And what we will try to do is we will try to evaluate these models first, how this is working. And after that, we will go to this today's class, like code generation, prompt engineering. And then if possible, we will cover up the image generation also. Okay. So we will be trying to compare these things. Okay. Let's ask the same question to everyone. I will be asking like describe about generative AI. Okay. First I am asking it to ChatGPT. Okay. Same question I am going to ask it in every different model and let's see how that is responding different. Yeah. As I told earlier, the difference between AI and generative AI is AI is a broader area, okay, that contains natural language processing, machine learning, everything. But the thing is like generative AI is something which can generate content out of that. Okay, so whatever is getting trained on it, based on that, it can generate some content and it can provide us with the creative ideas like this. So this is like creative space area. Means that it can create text, it can create images, it can create videos, right? But ChatGPT cannot create images, ChatGPT cannot create videos. But if that is getting created, there is another model called DALI. Okay, DALI is from ChatGPT, this OpenAI stuff. Okay, same way Gemini can create multi things. So Gemini can create images. Okay, Gemini 1.5 Pro is capable of creating images as well. And then Claude cannot create images, but you can upload document and you can analyze whatever you want. Also, Claude is useful when we are building some applications, front-end applications, right? So that time and all we will be using much on Claude, and Claude can create a complete front-end application. Okay, that also we will see today how we can utilize Claude. And then there is something called Perplexity. If I want to write some research papers, I can simply use Perplexity. It will give me something with the references. Okay, also it is capable of searching Google also. So that that is the advantage of using Perplexity. Okay. So this Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, and other whatever proprietary models, right? So those things and all are using the private models. Those models cannot be hosted in our machine. Those models are hosted in their own servers. Okay. Those LLMs. LLMs means what? Large language models. Yesterday we saw what is a large language model and how transformer is working, right? So also we can also download and install transformers, and we can also download and install large language models. And out of that large language models, we can also generate some text also. That also we will see today, and we will cover that briefly on this day 30 tomorrow. But I will just give you a simple introduction on how these things are working. Okay. So if we go to ChatGPT, I am going to give the same prompt everywhere and let's see how this is responding. Okay, I am just asking it, describe about generative AI. See, it's giving me a description like this and it keeps on writing. Right? See, it's more of like technical terms, right? Generative adversarial networks and variational autoencoders, right? So these things and all are machine learning stuffs. Transformer is also machine learning stuff. So this is running on top of GPT-4o. So GPT is what? Generative pre-trained transformer. The explanation of GPT is generative pre-trained transformer. Transformer is the architecture behind that LLM. And pre-trained means it got already trained with the world data, right? And it is having the generative capability. Yeah. So basically it have a context of words, and with that words, it is generating the next sequences. That's why you are getting a response like this. Okay, so the same happens with every tool which we are seeing here, but their models are different. So this ChatGPT is using GPT. What is this? This got created this response using this GPT-4o. Okay, this GPT-4o is having some limitation. Up to that time, ChatGPT will allow you to use this GPT-4o. This is the most capable model right now for ChatGPT. And if you want to use GPT-4o mini also, it will work. But the thing is like, if you are exceeding this limit, what ChatGPT is providing, right? So once after that, it will simply cut off and it will simply use this model only. See, suppose if I am using it extensively to do a lot of tasks, at one point of time, it will simply cut off. Because I am using a free version, right? I didn't upgrade ChatGPT. If I want to upgrade ChatGPT also, I can open the sidebar and I can see here upgrade plan, right? So if I go here and I can upgrade it like this. So in this actually, they are giving an access to GPT-4 as well. GPT-4 is the most capable model in the planet right now. Okay, so they are keeping every model under the hood in their servers, and they are giving us this interface. Also, we can use their APIs as well. Okay, how we can use their APIs? We can generate the same kind of context using code also. Okay, in code, if you want to use something or if you want to analyze a data, what you can do, you can simply send it to ChatGPT and get its response like that. as an API, like request response kind of stuff. For that, you need some API key and all. That also is chargeable in ChatGPT. So in ChatGPT, apart from the ChatGPT.com, everything is money for them. Okay, so this is the concept of OpenAI. So in this ChatGPT.com also there is a limit. Okay, at certain point of limit, after that the model got switched. Okay, so now it generated something, but what I feel is like it is generating with the technical terms as well. See this generative adversarial networks and all. If I want to understand what it is, right? So this thing seems like unclear for me. So they are giving an example, but I need to understand what is a generator and what is a discriminator, right? So these things and all I need to see, and then I need to go in depth on what is autoencoders, right? So these and all are very technical terms, right? So actually it is giving response like this one, okay? The same prompt, I'm going to use it in Gemini. Let's see how Gemini is responding back. See, it is saying me like, it is saying me with a different, it is responding back to me with different context, right? Also, Gemini is having a lot of drafts. Once you are prompting it, Gemini will give you different variations. If you click on show drafts, okay, see, it is having different variations. You can check this option, okay? If you don't feel, and also Gemini cite sources, okay, where this is getting this. Okay, out of this, it is summarizing it like this. Okay, also you can get a draft 2. Draft 2 looks somewhat okay. Right? There is no technical term as like autoencoder or transformers here. Right? It seems more simple for me, but it seems more descriptive. So according to your need, you can choose your model. Like now with comparing to these two, this looks somewhat okay for me. And there is something called Gemini 1.5 Pro. Okay, so this is a large context window model. Okay, means that here you can input a video also and you can ask questions on top of it. Okay, I made a video out of it in my YouTube channel. And if you click here, if I am asking it to describe over generative AI, see this is writing content in a different fashion, right? See again, this is also using the same kind of ChatGPT information. See, it was using this generative adversarial networks, right? Variational autoencoders and transformer-based models, the same kind of stuff. See, maybe they were using the same training data as like Google AI is also using. Okay, so this is how you can find the similarities between these models. And also, if I ask the same question to Claude, let's see what Claude is responding back to. Actually, I have overused Claude already. That's why it is asking me to upgrade to Claude Pro. I don't want to do it because this is chargeable. Okay, anyway, we will be using this Claude 3.5 Sonnet model in our programming stuff on that. Okay, that also I will see how we can use it in today's classes. Okay, so this is how we can compare ChatGPT, Gemini, and Gemini itself. We have one more version. This is Gemini Flash. Okay, so this is generated with what? So this is generated with Gemini Flash model. Okay, that's what it is running here. See, this Gemini model is there, right? So it is not the professional model, pro model. Okay, also here we have used this pro model, and this pro model is somewhat similar to ChatGPT's response. See, more or less it looks like ChatGPT's version response. And the biggest advantage of using AI Studio is if you are not fair with this information, right, you can simply edit here. and you can rerun this also. Okay, so that is the biggest advantage of using this AI Studio. AI Studio is helping you to play along with the Gemini models. Okay, here you have something called API reference. Okay, if you go there, then you can see like how to access this programmatically. Okay, in Python, what we need to do, I need to install this. We saw about how to do a pip, right? So how we installed OpenAI. The same way, Google is also having something called the generative AI package. So inside that, I need to set up an API key. And with that API key, I can communicate with Gemini like this. Okay. The same way, we have something called a Gemini Cookbook. We go there, this will be having a lot of Jupyter notebooks. Sorry, our Google Colab notebooks. We go to these examples. Okay, now we can see analyze a video summary system. Okay. See, it is using these libraries. We are familiarized with this Google Colab notebook, right? The same way they were using this to summarize a video. If I am providing a video, it will simply summarize what's inside this video. Like, okay, likewise, there are a lot of notebooks here. We can simply download it and we can use it in Google Colab and we can try it. Likewise. Okay, so for everything they are providing, these and all are called as POCs, okay, proof of concepts. So they were trying to sell their model. Okay, for that particular purpose, they want to list out like how we can use their models, right? So for that, they have something called as cookbook. Okay, so this is Gemini cookbook. If we click on that, we can simply access all the notebooks of Gemini, and we can utilize this code wherever we want. Okay. See, take for an example, they are trying to search Wikipedia using something called a React. React is like a kind of a tool chain, I guess. Synergizing, reasoning, and acting in language, something like that. Okay. They were trying to use this Google Gemini 1.5 Flash model. And here what they are doing, they are installing Google Generative AI. They are installing Wikipedia also. This is a package. Under Wikipedia, they can directly do a prompt. So that's it. They are asking some questions likewise. Okay. And with that, it is trying to search the Wikipedia and generate the information. And out of that Wikipedia's information, like they were trying to write some stories. See, it is trying to see something from the Percy Jackson series. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This is a TV series. And they were trying to ask this question like this. And it is trying to generate a response like this. So these kind of examples and all, we can do it with the help of these Gemini models. And also, if you want to change this model, you can simply download this. You can use the same kind of code and you can change this model to what this OpenAI and all. So these things and all, we cannot download and run it on our system. Like means that this models and all I am talking about, this program we can run. Okay. Anyway, this program is accessing this model, which is running on cloud system. Okay. So this is running on the Google's infrastructure. It is running on Google system. So that one we can access programmatically using an API key. Same way, ChatGPT is also using this GPT-4o model, and this GPT-4o, 4 mini, 4, all these models are running on OpenAI server. So those server can be, if we want to access this in a program, what we can do is we can just simply get an API key and we can access it. But ChatGPT's API key is like you need to pay some amount and get it. So for that, you need to go to platform.openai.com. Okay, here what we can do, we can simply use this This one, right? So you need to go to your profile, and here you can see user API keys. You go there. Here you can create a secret key like this. Okay, I can give some name. If you have a billing account, then only it will allow you to do a secret key. Now I have a billing account, that's why it is giving me a secret key. And the secret key we should not save anywhere. Okay. And the secret key I can use in my project, and I can access this ChatGPT models. Okay, and whenever I am doing some experiment with this ChatGPT models, see here I have this credit balance, right? So what we need to do, we need to add our credit card and get this balance. So I have added some $5 here for my experimentation purpose. So for that, but what I can do, I can simply use these APIs, and whenever I am using these APIs, these people will charge. Whenever I am hitting this API with my programs and all, it will simply reduce this prepaid amount. It's like our prepaid call only. Previously, we have a concept called prepaid, right? Whenever we are calling someone from your mobile, so what happens? They will simply deduct it from your balance. Same way, ChatGPT also, you can add something to the credit balance, and accordingly they will deduct some amount based on your API usage. So how I can see the usage? Here you can see this in the billing history. You can see like it will see I have added some amount $5.9 on May 23, right? Likewise, you can also add it. And if you want to utilize GPT-4o model or 4 model using programs, then only you can go and do that. Otherwise, it's waste of money. Okay. Also here you can see the usage limits, like how much you have used, how much you can use. Okay. And these token limits are there, right? Token limits is nothing but your words, number of words. And even if you put a full stop also, that's a token. If you put a space also, that's a token. And if you put a word, that word itself is a token, right? So those kind of things and all, it will consider as a token. Okay. And you can see how much tokens your word has. Okay. There is something called token counter ChatGPT like this. Okay. So if you go here I can type whatever information I want, and I can see how much tokens it will consume. Suppose in case now I have inputted this text, right? This prompt, right? So this is called as a prompt. So every prompt is consisting of multiple tokens. Okay. Suppose in case I need to see how much will be the input token for this. Okay. See, it is splitting this into 5 tokens, and it is having some 28 characters. Okay. Accordingly, only it will calculate our pricing. This ChatGPT will do the pricing. Okay. And this differs from model to model. In this GPT 3.5 and GPT 4 model, these tokens are only 5. Suppose if I go to GPT 3, see this is 6 token. Okay, this tokens, number of tokens differ from model to model. It's not like for the understanding purpose, you can see like this is 1 token, this is 1 token, this is 1 token, and this is 1 token. And in between spaces, right? Something will take spaces, something will not take spaces. Okay. So in that sense, we can think like this word is a token like this. But models, it depends on how they have built. Okay. See, take for an example, this model will take genre as a token and then native as another token. Not like word by word, right? Same way it differs from model to model. GPT-3 will tokenize something like that. GPT 3.5 and GPT 4 will tokenize something like this, right? See these colors. These colors indicate every token. Also, every token is having some numerical representation. With that numerical representation only, it gets stored on the database. Okay. So those numerical representation is called as vectors. And those vectors can be called using this token IDs. See, if I am typing something like this, describe about generative AI, okay? And if I am again typing this, again I will get the same number of tokens. And if you see, this 75885 is standard for this particular describe. See, this describe means what? This describe means that is on 75885 in its dictionary. Okay, when
So
you are
Arul,
typing something, this will be converted into a token like this. Yes, you are asking something.
so when you show your account history, there is showing the 30,000 tokens for ChatGPT 4.
Yes.
Some that 30,000 token that is allowing for your money or for your
No,
API.
for a single input in an API.
Acha,
In an
okay.
API actually. See, that
That is API
for
to.
the API.
Okay.
Okay, if you are giving a single input, like in the prompt itself, in this window itself, in a
Max.
single input, you can give a max of that one and that cost also. See, if you are accessing it through API, that time you need to pay that cost.
Okay.
If you go to that building, you can see, right? Price. See, this is the recent changes in GPT-4. Okay, in 4.0, if we want to access it, likewise, for a single API call, okay, you can have up to 1 million input tokens. Okay, 1 million tokens like this. Like now we saw how the token is working, right? Likewise, you can give 1 million tokens also in a single request. Okay, in a single request, up to 1 million tokens, this will be $5.
Max cost is $5.
Yes, max cost is $5.
1 million
And,
output tokens at $15. Okay.
Okay, there are input and output tokens, means that input token is your prompt, right? Same way, GPT-4o will have some output also to me, right? This prompt is having a response, right? So this response is having, suppose how much tokens this is having, let's see. Can copy like this, can simply put this button and again go to Google and then token count. See, I am not using it in API. I am using the free version here itself in the box. So instead of that, if I am accessing it through a program, so that time this will be considered as 659 tokens. Okay, up to 1 million output tokens means that 10 lakh tokens, the charge will be $15. If we are accessing it if we are accessing it programmatically.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what the whole idea behind token and its pricing. Okay, and also every model is having a context window size. Okay, context window size means like inside this request, right? I cannot write a huge thing. Okay, there is some limit. Okay, now they have increased context window sizings for every models. Like these proprietary models have increased lot of context windows. So the context window sizes grow from 128,000 tokens to 2 million tokens now. Okay, means that I can give 2 million tokens also as a single input. So that is possible with Gemini 1.5 Pro. See here, if I am typing something and it is giving me this token count here. See, right? So what is the right side limit? This limit is having 2 million. Right? And if I pay it and access it, Gemini is giving me a 6 million context window as well. Okay, means that what? Even if I add a video also, see, take for an example, if I go to my drive, okay, here I can go to access any video or else I can upload a video. So which one? Yesterday we had a class, right? So in our yesterday class, If I upload a video like this,
So you are uploading this to their server or?
yeah, I am uploading it to my Google Drive, and that Google Drive is getting accessed by this Gemini model.
Okay, it will be in our local only.
Yeah,
Nowhere.
it's now it is in our local only. It's not getting trained. It will not be getting trained on the model.
Okay.
Means that it will be sent as an input to the model, like the request we are sending, right?
Okay.
This box. So the same way the prompt. So the prompt will be having this. Now my video came here, right? So the prompt will have my video. And what it will do, it will simply extract the complete video information and it will increase this token count. Okay. So now my prompt, I can add, summarize what is happening in this video. Also provide me the key moments. If I give like this, after doing that, what it will do, it will simply send it. Because see, this is a 1.5 hours video. Yesterday's class was a 1.5 hours video. So 1.5 hours video also, I can put it in this box itself, in this request itself, or I can access it as an API also. It will simply extract the content out of it. Means that it will decode this into words because this is a multi-model. So Gemini 1.5 Pro is a multimedia model. So here you can input text, you can input image, you can input Google Sheet, and you can input videos, right? So whatever you want. On top of that, you can provide a prompt so that it can go deeper into that video and it can get the information out of it. So that is also possible with Google Gemini. Okay, so my main aim is to showcase you that. Okay, for this only, I have prepared that YouTube video and I have uploaded it in my YouTube channel. Okay, please go through that video and do like, share, and subscribe.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm promoting my YouTube video. Okay. So this is how this Google AI Studio works. I don't want to do it because my token limit will exceed that. Okay.
That's
So
fine. But if we upload, see, if we do any prompt like as you said, like video or document or anything,
yeah.
it doesn't go to the model. It doesn't feed to the model, right? It is
Yes,
safe
correct.
by
It didn't
default.
feed to the model. What it will do is it will simply consider this as your question. That's it.
Question. Okay. Whatever the
You are
question we
asking your question along with the context. Means that this information also you are giving to the model.
have. Okay. Okay. By default, it's safe. That's what I'm asking for that.
Yes,
Like
correct, Sudhir. Yeah.
secure.
It's not getting trained on the model.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to train the model, there is something called fine tuning. So that is also one thing there. Okay. So that also I will show you like how to do fine tuning and all. Okay. How you can do fine tuning and all also we will see by the end of these classes. I will show you. We cannot run the complete fine tuning within this 1 hour. Okay. I will show you the steps like how to do the fine tuning.
Okay. Got it.
Fine tuning means like what? You are training that model. You are training that model along with the existing model tokens. So your own data, you can tokenize it, right? And those tokenized tokens, you are adding it to the model so that the model will respond back to you with your data also.
Okay. Now, why I'm asking, I think Bhaskar, if you remember last time, Meta AI was giving some answers for our question, and the answer was not related to the. I mean, few suggestions in the answer was not correct. So
Okay.
immediately Bhaskar responded, "Now we are missing this option in your suggestion." Then it said, "Okay, thank you for your suggestion. We will correct our database." And in the next question, it has added that option.
Right.
Because
So it-
Meta AI is rolling out this feature to WhatsApp just to get your data for getting trained.
Okay, because it's by default fine tuning.
Yeah,
We
by
can.
default they are getting your data, and end of the day, when your WhatsApp context is with Meta, what they will do, they will simply run a batch script to fine tune it. That's another data engineering pipeline.
Okay, okay, okay. Mhm.
That's why they are having this 405 billion parameters.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Instead, like we saw yesterday on Hugging Face, right? Llama 3.1.
Yes,
This
yes.
one was having 405 billion parameter data, right? So that much high volume of data where they can find. They can find it from the user interactions
Mm.
mostly. And we are like people are consuming data like anything. Data is the new oil, right? We are consuming data. We are providing data to the internet. We are giving all the personal information to them. So what they can do, they can simply utilize that data because we are thinking that it's free and we are exposing our data like anything. Even I don't know whether they have trained Aadhaar also with this.
That's what now I'm getting doubt. Like, share me someone contact number. If I save it,
Yeah, at one point of time it will be possible. And there is a field called ethical and responsible AI, and there are some companies they are acting them like a kind of a governing policies, and they were trying to restrict those kind of personal informations.
okay, okay, cool.
And there are a lot of ethical concerns. See here itself, it is saying that right in the generative AI, what describes generative AI we ask. Here see what it is saying: ethical concerns, bias and fairness,
Mm.
right, and also intellectual property. Also, there is one more thing called like AI can hallucinate. Hallucinate in the sense it never tell you that I don't know. Okay. So with the information, whatever feeded on data, it will simply try to do a similarity match. At least some 10% of the information is matching with what you are asking. Okay, it will try to answer that. Okay, so we should not always believe on AI's answer. That is the ultimate aim of explaining. But the thing is, we can use it as an aid to improvise our productivity. Okay, so we cannot completely believe on AI, but we can use it as our day-to-day work aid. Suppose in case you are writing a program, or if you want to know something, right? If you want to do an explanation, or if you want to explain a code, right? So for that particular purpose and all, we can use these tools for our aid. Okay, the same way like how Google is responding, same way Cloud also responds. In Perplexity, I love Perplexity because if I ask it like describe about generative AI, the prompt which we asked here, right? The same kind of prompt if I am asking in Perplexity, okay? See Perplexity's answer. Perplexity will come up with sources, and then its answer is like you are seeing a mini Wikipedia out of it. Like see these two one references, right? Whenever you are sharing something, you will be having some related information as well. How this is working, what are some real world applications, ethical concerns, right? Also, there is a pro version of Perplexity where we can generate images as well. Okay, we can search images, we can search videos. If I click on search images, what happens? It will simply search the images in Google related to this generative. So whenever we are writing some research articles or whenever we need an extraordinary output, right? So by that time we can use this Perplexity. And Claude, I really love it. Why? Because like this is having a program generation capability. So comparing to all these models, Claude can generate programs super. Okay, it can generate, and even if you ask a front end stuff and all, it can generate and it can execute that as well. Okay. Likewise in Claude, Claude is having something called artifacts. With that artifacts, we can execute and we can see a front-end program. It can write HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, and it can execute that React.js stuff also, and it can give me a link, live published link, and with that link, I can immediately see how my site looks like. Those kind of capabilities are there in Claude. Yeah, unfortunately, I have exceeded its token limit, it seems. I have overused Claude, it seems. That's why it keeps on insisting me to subscribe. See, even for a simple prompt also, it's not allowing me now. See, after typing that, it will simply say that I have exceeded. And now it is working sometimes.
So the Cloud also we can call as API, and whether it's paid one we can. So I mean, why I'm asking if I integrate
Yeah,
Cloud
yeah,
with
yeah,
my
that is.
program, I can write directly code, as you said. Like
Yes, correct. That also we will see now. Like how to utilize this Claude's capability and write all these programs. Okay. See, use artifacts to create a web page for generating information. See, in the right side window, it opened, right? See now, it's writing me HTML, CSS, JavaScript. See now, it gave me a web page. Right? And this web page, if I publish it, publish and copy link, right? If I copy this link and if I put it in my window, if I give it to you, right? You can also see the same kind of cut. See how it wrote the web page, right? It built a web page site. It's front-end site itself. It wrote code, and Claude is very good in writing code. But you need to make sure that your prompt is too good. Your input to the model is too good. You need to descriptively ask what exactly you want. Okay, so that is called as prompt engineering. That also we will see.
Cloud can make mistakes. Please double down. Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Uh, Claude is also give Claude will give accurate information or same like ChatGPT.
Everything, nothing will give us accurate information. Nothing is capable of giving us accurate information. It simply hallucinates when it don't knows the information. So
Okay.
if we want to make most out of it, we can use it for our creative purposes. That is fine. If we need to do some researching, or if we need to do some original content stuff and all, so it's always better for us to do the fact check. Otherwise,
Okay.
without fact checking, if we are presenting something, then that will become an issue for us. That's what even this is also saying, right? The same answer. Copyright and ownership issues, potential misuse, ethical concerns, and it have bias as well. Bias means what? There will be some kind of misinformation also. Suppose consider the training data is from Wikipedia. Okay? And that Wikipedia is editable by anyone, and it can be approved by a group of people, whoever in the world, right? Suppose if I write some article, suppose if I write my expiry date as yesterday's date, like I have expired on yesterday. Okay? If model took that data and if it got trained with that data already, and you are using that model and you are asking who is Arul Benjamin, then it could have displayed my expiry data even if I am alive, right? So that is also possible. So that is based on the training data only. So how your data is, that's how your model will predict now. Why they are keeping this data as proprietary data? Why? Because these and all are having very good clean the data. Okay, the same way, but Facebook is having this 405 billion parameters, right? So that's an unclean data that contain lot of misinformations, that contain lot of creative information. So if you want to create some application called Storybook Writer, or if you want to write stories out of it, by that time you can utilize those models. That will be very, very helpful.
So accuracy depending on our model and our
Yes,
transformer.
accuracy depends on the transformer model. Also,
Training.
yes, correct. The data which it got trained.
And
So yeah,
um,
so
yeah, can we make while giving the text right in the input? So can we
yeah,
make as a video the
yeah,
video
yeah. That's what we saw in Gemini AI, right? So in this Google AI Studio, you can add any input you want.
Okay.
See, I am uploading something, and if I go here, I can upload any video I want, right? And that video will come in this context window. This is called as context window. Okay. So inside this, we can write these prompts. So this prompt that is in this context window, it can hold up to 2 million tokens. That is the biggest advantage of using this Gemini 1.5. So now people are using Gemini 1.5 Pro like anything because this is supporting a larger context window. Still, ChatGPT also didn't have this much context. I cannot feed a 2 million token inside this window. Means that I cannot pass a 2 million token as a request. But Gemini will allow me to pass a 2 million token as a request, even in programmatic as well. See, in this API, if I need to use Gemini API and if I need to use something programmatically, I can pass a complete video also and ask Gemini to generate content out of it. Like, right? Still, we are revolving around the LLMs only. So today's class is all about this text generation and LLMs only. So today also we'll talk like this. And tomorrow we will see about this code generation and everything. Okay. So up to this point, any doubts? So why I am not jumping it directly to this is because if we are able to understand what is an LLM and what is a model and how these technology companies are doing and how they are pricing and what is a token, right? And what is a context window and how many tokens can be maximum possible to pass into a model, right? So if we are able to understand these things, then only it will be easier for us to understand our other stuffs as well. Okay, so up to this point, any doubts, please let me know so that we can see that in proper. Yeah. Any doubts so far?
Good from me.
Yeah, thanks, Subir. Bhaskar, Srini, Ravi, Prashant.
Good, Arul. Good.
One question, Arul.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Prashant.
last question. We are giving some context, right? Describe the AI. Okay.
Okay.
So for each word, they can give the unique key number, right, in the backend.
Yes, correct. So that is called as token. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the
This
token,
token.
it is converting it into number. This one you are asking, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So we saw some numbers here, right? That is converted it into vectors. Yeah. That is called as vector. So
Okay.
every token is stored in a numerically. Every token is getting represented, decoded. Every token is decoded into a number, right? So that number is called as vector. That vector is getting into the model and even model, whatever information we are talking about, right? So model is having everything as vectors, only, numerical representation.
Okay. Yeah. For example, just API number will be 650. Okay. So
Okay.
it is a constant, or it will keep on changing.
That is mostly constant only for this
Okay.
particular
Oh,
model. Okay.
okay.
Just out of curiosity, Arun, let's say,
Yeah.
1 second, Bhaskar. Let's say I'm uploading an image. So, what it will analyze in that? Will it read the image to describe what are the colors mentioned in it? So, what it will do
Yeah,
in
it
that?
can do, Yeah, let's play with that. Okay.
If it's a video,
Okay.
then will it recognize the things? What are we talking to prompt
Yeah,
the English?
yeah, correct, Srini. Yeah, it can do
Okay,
that.
it's like YouTube captions or Zoom captions, right?
Yes, correct. It can create YouTube captions as well. It can even summarize your video. It can even create captions, right? So that and all are possible. Yeah, even I wrote a tool called YouTube video generator with the help of AI. Let's see that also. Okay, so this is one image. Okay, I'm just trying to give an image like this. Okay, and let's see like what questions you want to ask. You can ask. Let's first describe the image. Describe the image. Likewise, if we are asking, what it will do, it will simply analyze this image and it will see images of people it want to. Okay. Why? Because they are having some privacy concerns. Okay. Let's see. This is not having people like this. And inside this, if it is having some text also, it will extract. Okay? It's extracting something nonsense. But there is no such number. See here there are some DNA sequence numbers, right?
Oh, it zoomed and also.
Okay, here it is having some DNA sequence numbers, right? So what it did, it simply took out that numbers and it is showing like extracted. It is saying that it's from Chennai. Likewise, see if you are passing a number plate inside, like say, do I have any image? Okay, do you have any number plate image? So that what we can do is we can simply feed it to that. Then it can fetch out the number plate. Even though if it is blurred also, it will simply fetch out.
Oh,
Okay, so traffic cams and all can use this. Okay,
okay.
also
I
it
got.
can describe like what color it is. Suppose if I am giving an image of biryani, let's see, biryani is an emotion. Let's see biryani. Yeah, give this image to that. This is having egg raita and all. Let's get this image first. Let's save this image. And what is this AVIF? Let's take this. Okay, let's save this. And I am asking this. This image. As I told you, this Google Gemini is too good in recognizing images. As I say, biryani samba. That is my biryani. Absolutely. Number I say actually. Okay, let me show it also. Okay. In my D drive, I have a biryani, right? I'm asking like describe about this picture also List me the ingredients which are used to prepare this dish. If possible, please add cooking instruction.
Al- Also ask like
Well,
biryani. Also ask where
consider
is very available.
the complete beginner. What's there? What we can ask?
Where we will
So,
get similar biryani nearby.
where we can get this similar food nearby.
Yep.
I'm asking so much of questions. Let's see. Okay, it's trying to analyze this.
Now Arul's
See,
location will be disclosed.
my location is simple, Ravi. Like my location is in Chennai. Chennai Mugaliwak. So see here it is. It is showing like it recognized this as a chicken biryani. That itself is our first success. And it is saying like by reading this itself, we are feeling the temptation of eating biryani. I don't know, like morning breakfast itself, I will go and eat biryani. Large aromatic part of biryani sits at the center. Okay, overflowing with long grain rice. Yes, correct. Tender chicken pieces and vibrant spices. The dish is garnished with, oh my god, fresh cilantro leaves and accompanied by a variety of side dishes. A bowl of raita, that is correct. A bowl of spicy curry, that is also correct. And a plate of raw vegetables. Where is that?
Maybe
It's
that is
somewhere that. Oh, it's
tomato or something.
recognizing this tomato and all these side dishes is like that. Okay. And then I asked where I can get the biryani. Ingredients for this chicken biryani. It is trying to provide me the complete chicken biryani.
E.
Cooking, finding similar food in Chennai. See, restaurants, biryani houses, food stalls, popular areas in Chennai for finding biryani.
Super. Good.
So Arul, but this tool built with that LLM only, right? So that LLM only contains the text related ones. Even if you give image, it will give all the details.
Yes, correct. This is a multi-model LLM. Means
Okay.
that what happens was like you can provide the context as a text itself. See, if you are decoding this image, again, what it will become? It will become zeros and ones, right?
Mhm.
So with that also, you can try to build up a context. That's what Google achieved. So they have something called like anyway, deep learning is also one such specialization in this field, right? So there they have achieved this one, like images, videos, right? Everything as a multimedia. So they are considering everything as a language model like this. That's why Google Gemini is an LLM, not an LVM. LVM is a vision model. So that is only for images. DALI is using LVM. There is something called DALI that is only for image generation. Okay? Also, it can generate images also, I guess. Generate some images similar to this. Why Google is able to achieve it? It is having everyone's data.
So ChatGPT also can do the same.
No, ChatGPT cannot generate images.
And even if you provide that image, it will describe it.
Let's see. I don't think it will
But
allow, I guess.
if
We try.
ChatGPT is using the Gemini model, then I think it may also return.
But this is using GPT-4o. So
Yeah.
Okay.
GPT-4o is also capable of doing that, I guess. Let's see. Let's give the same prompt what we are giving here. I never tested it. Let's see.
Because we have connected
I
with that LLM
usually
only,
use
right?
ChatGPT to do the analysis of data. If I give an Excel sheet and give a prompt to analyze that Excel sheet, that it usually do. But let's see, it's trying to do that. I'm not sure. Like, see, this is also doing that.
500 grams of chicken.
biryani gravy. See now, it was giving me only biryani cooking instructions, right? It's not giving me the gravy and raita cooking instructions. But ChatGPT is providing that also. See, it's giving me biryani gravy cooking instructions along with that layering instructions, everything.
So this LLM trained in the respect to that audio, video, image, everything.
Yes, right, Bhaskar. Yeah, they have created this as a multi-model, like this multimedia model.
Okay. But Arul, if this limit is exceeded, so how can we, I mean, get it? For the day, they give some limit only, right?
Yeah, right. So once it is done, then again you need to wait for up to 24 hours to reset it. And I think Claude, see, previously in my Claude, it was showing me I have exceeded the limit, right? When I was asking it to describe about generating it. But now again it was allowing me. Means that yesterday I was trying something and then I think they have resetted my limit by this time. Yes, so this is how it works. So now even, but ChatGPT is having one more good thing. Like even if you exceed this limit also, it will allow you to use GPT-4o mini. Okay, 4o mini, see 4o mini didn't support file attachment on that. But 4o you can use this file attachments. Okay, not only for this, like if I don't know anything about a program, right? So suppose in case if I have any program, like see this is our grid.py, module2.py, these things and all we have created for our module program understanding, right? If I just go here, or I can use this. This is a HTML page. Okay, I open this, and if I ask it to describe about this code, I don't know programming. If I ask like this, it will simply give me, see, it's explaining me what is this TSX, what is this TypeScript, what is React, right? Inside this code, see, I have created a component like this, CSS structures. Right, it's explaining me each and every line of that code. So these kind of day-to-day activities, it is useful because anyway, we might be coming across someone else code, and if we don't know it, we can ask these tools for help. They can easily do it. And can you convert the same to Python? This also it can do. See, now it used Flask. Flask is for front end, Flask is for web programming enablement in Python. Okay, Flask is one library. So using that, see, Flask is a package. So inside that package, they were trying to use this Flask and they were trying to implement the similar kind of concept in Python. So inside Flask, we can write HTML also. This is possible in Flask. Yeah, I can do that. Like if I copy this code, I go to Google Colab, and just simply take a code cell here. If I put this, I don't know whether this will support Flask or not. Otherwise, we need to do a pip install. But Google Colab supports something called Gradio. See, it's running actually. I click on this. It's running actually, but the thing is like it's not allowing me to connect, it seems. There is some proxy issues and all it seems. Actually, it is trying to create it. See, it's running it as a server. Okay, so if I go to this home page, what happens? It will simply display me the web page like this. So you can convert any programming language to any programming. Means that like you can convert a Python code into Java or Java code into Python, right? Same way, COBOL code into Python, Python to COBOL, whatever you want. So those things also are possible with the generative AI stuff. So our next class is all about code generation only. Code generation, prompt engineering, and image generation. Image generation now we saw, right? The same way only. Okay. Like there is something called DALI also. DALI, is it still open or I don't know. Sometimes these people will block. Okay, there is something called DALI. In ChatGPT. See here itself, if I am asking species, breed, color, and any distinctive features, right? I can ask like consider my pet as Doberman. See, it's doing a image generation. So this is called, this is not running on GPT. Okay, so this is running on, actually 4O is getting integrated with DALI. That's why you are able to generate images like this. Previously, ChatGPT don't have this capability. It was not able to generate images. Now only it was able to generate images. Now only even I am seeing it. When we prepared this curriculum, by that time, ChatGPT didn't have the ability to generate the images. Okay, now ChatGPT is capable of generating these images because it got integrated with another model. So previously this 4O, right? So this 4O is like it didn't have that capability. So they have mixed two models. One is language model and another one is image model. This is an image model. So this image model is basically DALI. See this one, DALI 3. Translate your idea into exceptionally accurate images. Yes, these and all are DALI generated images. So if you have some creative idea, you can ask DALI and it can create it for you. If you are giving this prompt, okay, and then give this one. I don't know, within this 15 days only they have added this capability. See? It's looking too good, right? It's looking natural as well, like someone I have photographed. So this capability is too good. Now available to all ChatGPT users. It will prevent harmful generation also. If I am asking it to see, now I have created my image creation. See, likewise you will get this message. It will say me saying that, it will tell me saying that you can try again after you asked me a question, right, Bhaskar, when it will reset. See, it will reset on 8:47. So up to that point, like now if I try to attach a file or if I like this particular image creation capability is restricted for me. Okay, so now I can use GPT-4o, but this image generation and all, it won't allow me. See, if I try to do that, see now if I am giving this prompt, it won't allow me. So the free limit got exceeded, it seems. It will change it to a more natural scenery. It is trying actually, but it was prompting me saying that. See, that's why. Because I have reached my image creation time. Okay, it was simply allowing me to create 2 images. After that, it was asking me money. Why I need to spend money? I will wait up to tomorrow, and tomorrow we will try to create some images like that. If we want to do it continuously, we can go for Get Plus, and Plus is nothing but it's $20 per month. Yes,
Arun, for DALE, we need to connect directly, or how we need to connect in
this
the ChatGPT?
ChatGPT itself is having this DALI's capability as. So what they did, they just integrated DALI along with this 4o, GPT-4o. That's what they are saying in this paper. See, they are saying like DALI is built natively on ChatGPT. DALI 3, 2 was previously there. 2 was previously, it was a separate application. Okay, now this DALI 3 they have built natively on ChatGPT.
And while searching, we need to select the option DALI 3, or directly it will come.
No, it will directly come. Prashant. You need to say like generate an image like this.
Okay.
Otherwise, if I am giving only this one, what it will do, it will simply, again, it will think like I was asking something. So it will give me one brief write-up. Like, see, I have hit the free plan limit also for the GPT-4o. Right? Again, after 120 only, I can use this GPT-4o. So after that, it won't allow me to attach. See, if it is not allowing me to type any prompt, right? If I go to new chat, see, now it won't allow me to upload things also. Because from this point onwards, I will be using only GPT-4 mini. This one. Okay. This plus, this is 4o. 4o will not be available for me because I hit the limit. So tomorrow only it will reset like this. Okay, try playing with this ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, and then you will get some idea on how these models are working. Like today, how we played with the biryani example, right? Same way, you can try playing along so that it will be, you will get familiarized on these tools and you will start using these tools more frequently in your day-to-day basis. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Please let me know if you have any doubts, so that we will keep the bridge open for some more.
Okay, thanks, Arun. Wrapping up.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bhaskar.
Thanks, sir. Very good.
Yeah, thank you,
Thanks,
Prashant.
Arun. Yeah.
Thank you, Ravi.